In this series, I'm gonna be teaching my friend Josh how to become a consistently profitable trader in the stock market.
Instant deposit available. We got it.
$500.
I'm already up.
All right, so you got filled. Stay tuned until the end to see if Josh loses all of his $500.
This is gonna...
Josh, it's good to have you back on the channel. It's been a while. You wanna tell our viewers your past involvement with the Daily Traders?
Yeah, so I used to film every week consistently. I was part of the team for what, like a year and a half?
Yeah. You started out like filming these weekly YouTube videos with me.
Yeah, I filmed the first video. Mark flew me out to California and kind of just started from there. He's grown the company so much. It's insane. I left about a year ago. I moved down to Florida, and then
now I'm here.
Mark happened to move down to Florida as well. So now there's a reunion, and
now we're back.
This series is hopefully gonna teach me how to trade.
That's the goal.
Become profitable, not gamble on every contract.
Well, we filmed the video last year, like just one episode teaching you how to trade, but
yeah,
it's kind of all over the place. You didn't learn much, or you didn't retain much.
I didn't retain much.
So the idea here is to take Josh from literally knowing nothing to then becoming a consistently profitable trader. Listen, it could take 6 months, it could take a year, but we're gonna post an episode every Friday on this channel. And so if you're out there and you're looking to learn how to trade, well, you can come learn each week with Josh.
If I can do it, then you guys can definitely do it. I know
100%.
nothing about the stock market. So this is a good time to hop on, follow the channel, grow with me.
It's awesome. I love it.
It'll be great.
So I want to just kind of premise this by saying, I think there's a very specific way we can go about teaching you, which is also the way I go about trading that will pair well with your current lifestyle.
I work 5 days a week, 9 to 5. I have some time in the morning.
So let me ask you roughly, how much time per day would you say you have to trade?
Only about an hour, not much.
Okay, so about an hour a day. Roughly how much capital would you start out with investing?
Probably around $1,000. I don't want to
Okay.
put too much up front, lose a bunch of money, but.
Okay, around 1,000. Well, that's good. That's a great place to start. Now, I would say there's kind of two options when it comes to anyone looking to get started trading. And you can kind of choose the route of day trading or the route of swing trading. Do you know what a swing trade is and what a day trade is?
So I did retain this from the last video.
Glad to hear.
A day trade is when you open and close a position the same day.
Yep.
A swing trade is when you open a position and close it a different day.
Yes. So I would say, because it does require a lot of time day trading, you're actively going to have to be monitoring your positions. You know, it might require 3, 4, 5 hours of your time a day sitting on the market. Most strategies that correlate to day trading are going to take most of your time, or at least so much time that it wouldn't allow you to have that flexibility with your job and your current life to actually make money trading, is what I believe. So by learning swing trading and the way I trade, which is through swing trading, with an hour a day, that is as much time as you're gonna need for the strategy that we're gonna eventually get to, that I'm gonna eventually teach you. So that's totally fine. And then when it comes to the capital that you're looking to start out trading with, what I trade are called options. You know what an option is?
I do know what an option is.
You wanna try to explain to the audience briefly?
An option is when you leverage your money. So it's 100 to 1, correct?
Yep.
And then you're essentially betting on the stock or the market either going up or down. A call is when you want the market to go up, and a put is when you want the market to go down.
That's awesome. Yeah, so options, you buy what is called an option contract, betting on a stock to either go up or down. So, yep, calls, you're betting on the stock to go up, puts, you're betting on the stock to go down. And now options are leveraged 100 to 1, right? Because one share of, say, Microsoft, let's say Microsoft's trading at $200 for a share, one option contract is going to essentially buy you 100 shares. So what this is going to allow is for you with $1,000, somewhere around that amount, to actually be able to see some worthwhile gains through trading. Think about it like this. If you, let's say a stock's trading at $1,000 and you buy one share, because that's all you can afford, and you can only bet on the direction of that stock to go up. So let's say that stock goes up 1%. Well, how much money do you just make?
$10.
Right? Okay, now, whereas if you bought one option contract for $1,000, let's just say theoretically that stock goes up 1%. Now there's a lot of variables that go into options specifically to figure out exactly how much that contract would gain in value. But you could just imagine that you just went from owning one share, which was equivalent to $1,000, to now owning 100 shares.
Which is $100,000.
$100,000.
So good money.
Leverage. I hope that makes sense.
It does.
Is that an okay explanation?
I get that.
Cool. That is the direction I think we should take you. So swing trading options.
Agree.
And just inherently know that there is more risk that comes with options. We're going to literally go step by step through this entire process, week by week, from the very basic beginning point, which is what we're going to do today. The plan is to hop on inside my computer. Step one is to find a broker that is going to allow us to trade options. And we're actually going to have to get you approved to trade options, whatever level that would be. So we're going to go over all the options and just make sure that you have the brokerage that you can go ahead and put your money in to then be able to trade the right vehicle, in this case being options. So let's hop on inside my computer. Josh and I just want to take a quick second before we start to mention the fact that this is like a rare opportunity for Josh to have someone that he knows personally to coach him and mentor him and help him become a consistently profitable trader. That's the goal.
Very fortunate to have such a great mentor like Mark. He'll sit down, work with me. Fortunately for you guys, he can also be your mentor.
Yeah, and this is something that I've been doing. I've been coaching students now for 2.5 years. One of the things that I actually allow my students to do is have the ability to kind of look over my shoulder and see the exact trades, the exact positions that I'm taking in the stock market. So whenever I go and put on a trade, I go ahead and I post that position to my group. Hey, I'm buying these option contracts on this stock. This is why I'm taking this position, right? Whether I'm betting on that stock to go up or down. And I explain my actual trade plan, trade idea. And then it is up to the individual whether they want to hop in and essentially copy that exact same position that I just put on. And then obviously when I go to close that trade, I will post that exit. And whether I'm making money or losing money, I'm 100% transparent. So it's pretty cool.
It's pretty awesome.
And then along with that, I actually did put together a curriculum covering my entire trading system and strategy, essentially everything I've learned over the last almost 7 years. There's a lot more that also is included. That is over inside my mentorship group. So I will put a link in the description below. It will be the first link. You can head over to my website, see everything that is included. And if you would like to go ahead and apply, you are more than welcome to do so. But with that said, let's hop on inside my computer and let's create this trading account.
Let's do it.
So what we're gonna have to do is go to Charles Schwab, open up the right account and get approved for options trading because you need the flexibility to trade options. And then we'll actually dive into what is called a paper account. We'll talk about what that is and we'll open a paper account. We're not sponsored or endorsed by Thinkorswim or Schwab. There are plenty of other options out there, plenty of brokerages available. I know that Thinkorswim does offer what is called a paper account, which is essentially just simulated virtual money. So it's a way to go about trading without putting or risking any real capital on the line. And I think that is the direction we should take, you being a beginner. And you're gonna have to go through and learn a bunch of these very beginner things where it's just not worth risking your actual money. And so plenty of traders spend months and months just trading with simulated fake money, becoming consistently profitable that way before they ever even transition into a live market. And obviously there's like a degree of emotion that comes along when you go to trade on a real live market. That is something you're gonna have to eventually learn how to deal with that emotion. But right now we wanna open up this account, get approved for options, and then create this paper login, however they go about offering that. So we'll figure that out. If you guys want to find another broker, that is fine. And also if you're under 18, I know that Charles Schwab does offer a custodial account. So a custodial account essentially just allows your parents to create an account for you and then you can trade on that account under their name, essentially. So let's go to Charles Schwab. So open an account. So we have a couple options here. Let's see. We're going to want to open an individual brokerage account. And then the joint brokerage account would be if you're under 18. Again, this is what it's gonna look like for everyone. So again, step one into getting started is opening up a brokerage account. All right, we're gonna go through and fill this out and we'll just blur everything. So now a quick note, if you are outside of the US, there are brokerages available that do let you trade the US stock market and buy and sell options. I will put a list in the video description below. Yes, you will have to go and watch a tutorial on how to set up that broker, but the rest of the series will apply to you essentially. So don't worry, you can still follow along week by week as we go. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
awesome. Why are you opening this account?
general purposes.
Yep. Wait, hang on, let's see. Okay, yeah, general purposes is fine. What are the sources of funds for your brokerage account? Select all that apply. Now this doesn't really matter. All right, it's asking for your employment status. That will all be blurred out. So no and no.
Continue.
Yep. Okay, this is what is very important, so pay attention. So would you like to add these trading features? Essentially, there's 3 options here. We've got margin, we've got options trading, and then scroll down a bit, Thinkorswim trading platform. We do not want a margin account. We're gonna talk about this, but we want what is called a cash account because there is what is called the PDT rule. That is the pattern day trading rule. Have you heard about that?
Briefly.
Essentially, what that means is that unless you have over $25,000, you can only place 3 trades within a 5-day period. That is with a margin account. If you have more than 25,000, that means you're above PDT. You can buy and sell as many times as you'd like within the same day. I forgot to clarify, within the same day. So 3 trades within the same day, within 5 trading days. If you bought a stock, sold it, that's 1 today. And then tomorrow, if you bought a stock, sold it, that's 1. Then you'd have to wait another 5 days from that first buy to then get that trade back, right? Anyway, we're gonna say no to a margin account because we're gonna want a cash account so we can avoid PDT. And then when it comes to options trading, that is the direction that we are going to go. So yes, we are going to add options trading as a feature. We are also going to enable Thinkorswim, okay? This is gonna be the platform that we're gonna be placing all of our trades on. Continue. So let's go with long. We don't need spreads. We don't need short uncovered. All right, so when it comes to the trading history, they might decline you because of your experience. So if you were trying to get that last option, which is essentially the riskiest, then you might not get approved when it comes to your knowledge level. But let's go through this. All right. Hey, let's go. You got approved.
Let's do it.
We are in, we're ready to roll. We've got your total account value sitting here in front of us. 4 cents, ready to roll. Now what we're going to do is essentially download Thinkorswim. We're gonna get that on your desktop so we can start trading on there, which is actually what is behind you on that screen, Thinkorswim. So that is my account actually. And we'll go ahead and get that set up for yourself. We'll make sure that you are on a cash account. And essentially what a cash account means is that you are no longer stuck having to deal with this PDT rule.
Don't need that 25 grand.
Don't need 25 grand. Say you have $1,000 in your account. Now, what this means is that when you place a trade with a cash account, you can only trade with settled cash. Now, it takes until the next business day for that money to settle. So for example, if you put on a position that costs $500 today, and then tomorrow you sell out of that position and you get $550 back. So say you made 50 bucks. Now your total account value is $1,050. You have to wait then until the next business day to be able to trade with that $550 you just made, or whatever if you just lost. So you'll only have 500 in buying power at that time on that given day, even though you sold. So essentially just that day when you get out of your position, you can't go back in and trade with that same capital. You have to wait overnight to be able to trade with it again.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
The great thing is because we're gonna go about swing trading, this does not matter. You do not have to worry about having a bunch of capital, either over 25K to have unlimited day trades in a margin account, or plenty of cash in your cash account to be able to trade because you have to wait for that cash to settle, because we're only gonna be putting on a couple positions a week. And because we're swing trading, we're gonna be swinging that position overnight. So that cash is gonna be settling. So when I even started out, I've never ran into an issue trading on a cash account. I've never seen my students run into an issue trading on a cash account because the cash settles overnight and it's just not a big deal. You don't have to deal with any of these restrictions with PDT. All right, so now that your account is created, the next step is to head over to Thinkorswim. Now we're going to download Thinkorswim desktop, we've already opened a account. Now this is weird because TD Ameritrade is currently moving all of its clients over to Charles Schwab. So we did go directly through Schwab to create this account. However, I think you can still create an account on Thinkorswim at the time being. You can also download the mobile app, but right now we're gonna be doing all of our work here for this series on the desktop app. So I already do have it downloaded, but if you have not downloaded it yet, you're just gonna hit the log in to download button right there. You can go ahead and log in at this point with that login ID and password you created over on Schwab. Okay, hit log into Thinkorswim. Which screen did it go on? Here, hang on. All right, so now we are ready to, well, essentially what we have to do now is make sure that you have a cash account and that you have the ability to trade with paper money. So that's good. It looks like your account was set up correctly. Obviously, there is no capital currently in your account. Okay, we didn't fund it with anything. And then we've got our platform. Now this is where we're gonna be doing all of our work for the coming months. Okay, so because we chose the option to not open a margin account through the application process in the beginning, well, now you can see here under account info, we have unsettled cash, cash and sweep vehicles, available funds for trading, obviously the option buying power, net liquidity, and day trades. So that means that we have a cash account. It's pretty straightforward. As long as you hit no to margin account, well, then you are immediately on a cash account. Now, in the next episode, we're gonna hop into the Thinkorswim platform that we're looking at now. We're gonna talk about how to go about setting up Thinkorswim, how I have it set up from, I guess, like a user functionality and customizability standpoint. What are we gonna look at? What tools do we wanna use? What are we gonna utilize on this platform for our trading? But right now, we're gonna hop on to the paper account. So funny enough, we're gonna have to cancel out of this and log in again, and I'll show you where it gives you the option to log in with the paper account.
Just click on it.
Yeah, just close out. Logo. All right, so back on the login screen, you can see we've got live trading and we've got paper money. So we wanna go to paper money and then essentially just log in again. So it's pretty straightforward. All right, so we are logging in, and we should see virtually the same platform. All right, so this looks virtually the same, except now you can see on the top left, simulated trading.
Mark put $200,000 in my account to learn how to trade.
200. So that's great. We've got 200,000 in option buying power, okay? Forex buying power, 10,000, net liquidity and day trades, 200,000, cash and sweep vehicles, 200K. So essentially they start you out with 200,000 in paper capital to begin trading with. Now, the thing about a paper account is actually it says connected and it says real-time data. So that's wonderful. This is something that Ameritrade used to not do. You had to have 2K in your account to get real time. Now up here where it says connected and where it says real-time data, this is important. We want this to be real time. If this says delayed data or delayed 20 minutes, that means that when the market opens at say 9:30 Eastern, it's gonna take another 20 minutes for your account to actually appear as though the market is open. So everything is gonna be delayed 20 minutes. You're all set automatically. We've got real-time data. It should work for everyone. If it does not say real-time data up here, then all you have to do is go to support and then create a support request. And all you have to say is, please enable real-time data. They'll enable it or they'll give you like very brief instructions on how to enable real-time data. But you need to make sure that you have real-time data enabled. Otherwise, you're stuck behind 20 minutes. Their support is super great, so you shouldn't have an issue. So just to recap, we headed over to Charles Schwab. We then opened up an account on Schwab. We chose the option to not open up a margin account. So therefore we opened up a cash account and we got approved for options level 2. And then we went over and we downloaded Thinkorswim desktop. And then on Thinkorswim desktop, we had the option to look at our live trading account or our paper account. And now we're sitting here looking at our paper account. So next week, what we're gonna do is hop into how to go about setting up your Thinkorswim platform. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Are you excited, Josh?
I'm excited. We're gonna learn step by step.
We're gonna make money.
I'm so excited.
You're gonna become a millionaire overnight.
It's gonna take me sub 30 minutes.
No, we're going to take our time. We're going to go step by step, and we're going to take you guys along every single part of the process. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to learn how to become a consistently profitable trader with Josh every week on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button and drop a comment with what do people comment these days? And again, the first link in the description below is going to be to my mentorship group where you can apply to then have access to see and copy my exact trades in the stock market if you so desire. With that said, I'll see you all in the next, with that said, we'll see you all in the next YouTube video.
Peace.
Later.